So lässt du dir das Skript auf deinem Gerät vorlesen. Am Smartphone/Tablet, iOS und Android. Markiere den untenstehenden Text, tippe auf Vorlesen oder nutze den Bedienungshilfen-Vorleser und stelle die Sprache auf eine englische Stimme, zum Beispiel English, Oliver/Samantha. Ich kann dir eine englische Skriptvorlage im Hörbuchstil erstellen, die unser bisheriges Gespräch flüssig und dialogisch nacherzählt. Ein direkter Audiostream oder das direkte Abspielen von Sprache ist über diese reine Textschnittstelle leider technisch nicht möglich. Du kannst dir den Text aber ganz einfach über die Sprachausgabe, Vorlesefunktion deines Geräts als Hörbuch auf Englisch vorlesen lassen. So lässt du dir das Skript auf deinem Gerät vorlesen. Am Smartphone/Tablet, iOS und Android. Markiere den untenstehenden Text, tippe auf Vorlesen oder nutze den Bedienungshilfen-Vorleser und stelle die Sprache auf eine englische Stimme, zum Beispiel English, Oliver/Samantha. Am PC Mac. Markiere den Text, mache einen Rechtsklick und wähle Sprachausgabe, Write-Arrow-Sprachausgabe starten, auf dem Mac zum Beispiel Option plus ESC.
Audiobook script. The Dose of Reality. Chapter 1. The Question of Poison. What is poison? Is nature poison? Are medications poison? Is it the water with hops? Or the process itself? Is smoking poison? Or breathing in the fine dust around us? These were the contemplative thoughts posted on a quiet afternoon. A simple query that leads straight into one of the oldest questions of human existence. Where does balance end and toxicity begin? And if we ask what is healthy, drinking, running, smoking, or simply walking, we arrive at a fundamental truth about human nature. To answer these questions, we have to look back at two legendary figures in history who bridged the gap between matter and the mind, Paracelsus and Carl Gustav Jung. Chapter 2. Paracelsus and the Alchemy of Matter. In the 16th century, a pioneer named Paracelsus, born Theophrastus Bombast von Hohenheim, laid the groundwork for modern toxicology with a single, groundbreaking sentence. All things are poison, and nothing is without poison. Only the dose permits something not to be poisonous. Paracelsus realized that matter itself is neutral. Nothing in nature is inherently purely good or purely evil. Take water, for instance. Water is the essence of life. Yet, if a person drinks 8 liters of water in a few hours, the body's cells swell, leading to a fatal condition known as water intoxication. On the flip side, a deadly plant toxin like digitalis, when administered in a microdose, becomes a life-saving heart medication. Whether it is water from the inside or water from the outside when drowning, it is never the element alone that kills. It is always the dosage, the context, and the circumstance. Chapter 3. C.G. Jung and the Mind's Shadow. Centuries later, the Swiss psychiatrist Carl Gustav Jung looked at the human condition from the opposite angle, the human psyche. While modern academia often focuses heavily on Sigmund Freud and measurable behavior, Jung dived deep into the subconscious, mythology, symbols, and human shadow. Interestingly, Jung was a great admirer of Paracelsus. He understood that you cannot treat the physical body without addressing the soul. When people engage in extreme behaviors, whether it's heavy drinking after a stressful week or smoking, it is rarely just about the chemical substance. Often, it is the mind's subconscious attempt to find a reset. A hangover forces a person to lie down, stop grinding, and take a mandatory day of rest that their conscious mind wouldn't otherwise allow. The mind uses physical matter to cope with psychological pressure. Chapter 4. The motorsport analogy of movement. This brings us to the physical body and how we move. Consider high-performance athletics versus daily life. Think of a Formula One race car pushed to its limits on the Nürburgring track. It delivers incredible speed and peak performance, but the mechanical wear and tear is immense. After a short time, the engine needs an overhaul, the brakes are worn down, and the tires are destroyed. Extreme sports affect the human joints and cartilage in much the same way. On the other hand, consider a car sitting in a garage for months without being driven. The battery dies, parts freeze, and the engine rusts. This is the modern office job. 8 hours of complete stillness where the body literally rusts away. The sweet spot lies in between. Walking. Joint cartilage has no direct blood supply. It functions like a sponge. Through gentle compression and decompression, the simple act of walking, it absorbs nutrients and flushes out waste. Walking is like a steady, enjoyable drive on a scenic country road. It keeps the vehicle running smoothly for decades without destroying the engine. Chapter 5. Intuition over dogma. In today's society, we are surrounded by strict categories, warnings, and black and white moralizing. Doctors often preach total prohibition, and societal rules label things as purely bad. Yet, true health relies heavily on interoception, our innate intuition. The body continuously communicates what it needs, whether it is rest, movement, or balance. When we step away from extreme dogmas and return to self-awareness, we realize that life isn't about avoiding every potential danger. It is about understanding the delicate equilibrium between body and mind. As Paracelsus knew for the body, and Jung knew for the mind, balance is not found in rigid rules, but in understanding the dose.